Hello, it's Andy Gadd. So what we're going to be talking now on the healing is expectations. So we're looking at module 8. So module 8 is about expectations. So what we have to understand when we heal and we're giving healing to someone, there's a big difference between treatment and cure. So if I come with symptoms of a rash, for instance, if the rash eases, then that can be seen as a treatment. If the rash goes and never ever comes back, then you could say that was a cure, that you'd cured the rash. So I would never necessarily claim a cure because you can't guarantee it. Even if someone had a wart and you touched the wart and the wart went, you go, well, I cured the wart could still come back. So it's expectations. So if a client comes to you, you can treat, you may be able to ease the symptoms, and you can explain to them, we can try and ease the symptoms. The symptoms might get worse before they get better, but we can try and ease the symptoms. Don't, again it comes back with the laws of advertising, don't give them expectations that you just can't guarantee. So, some people will hold on to an illness, and again we spoke about it in one of the videos before the main course. They have reasons to hold on to the illness, and sometimes they may hold on to the illness just so they keep their disability badge in their car because of the convenience of having the badge in the car and parking. You never know the different reasons, or a number of different reasons that will make someone hold on to a condition or illness. Sometimes for the attention that they receive, sometimes because by having an illness it actually gives them a conversation piece, because they can tell people about their illness. You get a lot of people that like to talk to other people about their illnesses. It's like there's a competition. You go over the age of 60 or 70 and it's who's got the most serious illnesses. So just to bear that in mind, that you can guarantee no effective treatment, you can guarantee no effective cure as a healer, and it's not always your fault. It's not because you're not good enough. It could just be that that person is just not going to be healed or feel any better anyway, whatever you do. And even if they are physically looking better, it doesn't mean that they're going to physically feel better. And an example of this is, do I look fat in these trousers? And you say, well, no, you don't look fat in them trousers because you've lost weight. You've lost weight. Oh, I don't think I've lost much. You have lost weight. Don't matter how many times you tell them they've lost weight. If they don't think they've lost weight, they're still going to feel fat in them trousers. And of course, you can go to the extremes where they have disorders where, you're too thin. No, I don't think I'm too thin. I feel fat. And of course, they actually starve themselves to death, in the extremes. So, telling someone something, even if you can physically see there's an improvement, it doesn't mean that they're going to believe it anyway. The other thing I find fascinating with any therapy is the placebo effect. So there's some research that's shown, and what it is if doctors give a medicine to a patient and the doctors believe that the medicine is very good and effective, the people actually benefited better from that treatment. So it's like if the doctor gives you a tablet and thinks, I don't think this is going to work, but here it is, they've already reduced the potential for that to reduce the symptoms of that condition. And it's a bit weird where you think that even the doctor has to believe in the medicine, not just you, and that if you believe in the medicine or you believe in the treatment and the doctor believes in the treatment, that in itself can actually be beneficial. And we know from the placebo effect, where you can give someone a tablet that has no benefits and give someone a tablet that does have benefits, there's still a number of people that have the tablet that has no benefits that still feel better. So the placebo effect, because remember, we're not necessarily trying to cure someone, we're trying to alleviate the symptoms and their suffering. And if they just believe that you're going to reduce their suffering and their suffering's reduced, then that's an effective treatment, irrespective of whether it's actually physically having any change on their body, chemically, biochemically, whatever, or even on an energy level, it's still improving how they feel. So it's still an effective treatment. So it's important that if someone comes to you, you believe that you can help them. Not cure them necessarily, but you can help them. It's important that you believe that you can help them. If you don't think you're going to help them, you've already weakened your ability to help them. And it's just to have that in the back of your mind. But it's important that you don't give them expectations. So if I turn around and if they got a rash and I say, yeah, I can treat the whole of that rash, you won't look so, it's on the face or whatever, you won't look so ugly once I've treated that rash. And there's still some of that rash left, they could feel that the treatment's failed because you give them expectations beyond what's possible for you to do or what's possible to do. So again, in some ways play down the expectations. Don't if you play down and it's better than they expected, then that's great, and it's better to go that way really when you're talking or promoting healing, promoting it as a therapy or treatment for someone. But the placebo effect is strange, and some other weird bits that I've read over the years, and again with hypnotherapy. So I've done self-hypnosis, and I was having an operation, and I didn't want the side effects of the drugs that put you under. So I wanted to be normal when I woke up. I wanted to feel normal, and I did feel absolutely normal. So I had the operation, and then after I felt totally normal. The problem was I was far from normal. So I was feeling normal, and I was staggering all over the place and falling all over the ward and had to be put to bed and told I had to stay in bed. I still felt absolutely brilliant and felt absolutely normal, but I wasn't. So again, with the hypnotherapy, they did a study where they said something was really hot and they touched someone's skin with it, and the person only shouted and moved their hand away, but the skin blistered. So it blistered with something that wasn't hot, but they believed it was hot. So it shows how powerful the mind can create the body's reaction. That the body still went into protection and still created that blister to help to heal, to protect the burn, but wasn't actually burnt. So the mind caused the healing, not the biochemical bits of the skin that was touched, in the sense that they wasn't actually burnt. So it's important to understand how powerful the mind is. So as a case, as a project study, I'd like you to go off and just study the placebo effect, and just to try to, you can Google it, or you can go on different search engines or go into libraries, but just get an understanding for yourself of the positives and negatives of that placebo effect, the benefits, the advantages, the disadvantages of that placebo effect. And also to remember about our expectations. That it's better to play down the effectiveness, not play it up just to get the client or to get the extra money or whatever.